The show Pioneer Palate has been hit with views in the double digits, but what is the story behind its mysterious host and animal sidekick? They seem to have just materialized out of thin air to bring the world the wonders of 19th century cooking with modern appliances. However, a sudden stop in content would bring up even more questions like, who really is Nathan Yeh? Who is Schmer? Why is Schmer the best character? Why the sudden break? And how did we get here? New unclassified documents from around the world have shed some light on this, along with exclusive interviews. We'll explore the mystery that is Pioneer Palate. Our journey first brings us to Russia.
Soviet babushka. I was in command of forces in Siberia, doing regular winter training drills, when one of my men made a report of someone frozen in ice. It was right on the beach.
The Russians quickly defrosted him and prepared for interrogation.
Oh, God. What the hell? Where am I? Hey, babushka doroga! Stalina, there were some difficulties during the interrogation. Stalina, Moscow.
After identifying that the young man was from another time, the American ambassador was summoned.
When we first received Mr. Yeh, I thought that the Russians had malnourished him. He was so unnaturally lanky that I thought it was near impossible for a tough pioneer to be so skinny and survive in the wild like that. My first time with Nathan was very confusing. He looked like a pioneer, but his costume was the worst I've ever seen. I mean, he looked like some weirdo Civil War reenactor. It was preposterous. I mean, I guess that's what they wore if he was wearing it when they unfroze him.
Dr. Nathaniel Yates is the professor of 19th century sociology at the University of Oregon. He was brought in to help the pioneer fit into life in the 21st century. He was also deeply interested in studying him. He brought Nathan into Eugene, Oregon to be in closer proximity for research.
Oh yes, it was a fantastic opportunity. So I brought him to the university here in Eugene, and I just kept asking him all these questions, and finally we realized that he had left a friend up on the mountain, and he really wanted to go get him.
Apparently, he had the audacity to leave someone on that mountain. His friend.
What I remember is walking up a mountain and then just black from there until I wake up in Russia. But one of Nathaniel's science friends said that a strong wind had picked me up off that mountain and drove me towards the ocean where I drifted to Russia. I just lied to him. And I was like, how did that even work? And why did he believe me? I had to go get Schmer. He was still on the top of that mountain, and I had to bring him back. We had to remove the bison bones before he got there. And then we just left this stuffed animal, and he just went with it. I mean...
After returning to the United States, Nathan Yeh spent his time catching up on the happenings of nowadays. He was often bored, however, and that led him to pursue a strange hobby for a man from the 19th century to pick up: amateur YouTube video making.
Yeah, Nathaniel got me into it, and it was so fun, and I went to a fine institution, the Lane County History Museum, and I met with some really good people, and I had a lot of fun. And so I just decided to keep doing it. Of course I encouraged him to do it. I mean, the guy has a editing capability of a 5th grader. I mean, how can I not tell him to do it? That's comedy gold right there.
And the journey continues as Nathan spreads his culinary knowledge and blesses the rest of the world who didn't ask for it and still don't want it. I told you, I don't care if that's not in the script. If you don't like it, you can go hire another narrator. What, so you're gonna kick me out of your studio just for that? Really?
Hi, I hope you liked that episode. It's definitely different from what we've been doing in the past, but I think it was a good change-up, and hopefully if you liked it, then you can leave some suggestions in the comment section for other kinds of new content that isn't just cooking videos. I'd like to thank my friend Liam Warner for helping narrate, and I would also like to thank you for watching this video. Say bye, Schmer.